It was so my mom could tell me to come home. I knew they were tracking devices. I come from a different time. I saw Blockbuster get put out of business by Netflix. I saw one of my favorite, Toys R Us, get put out of business by Amazon. I saw heroin get put out of business by fentanyl. I come from a time where you could find a mystery bag of powders on the barroom floor and go home and have a good night. Nowadays you have to know cocaine, or nowadays you have to know chemistry to take that cocaine out. I know cocaine. But I think you feel safe in Colorado because you guys went and legalized pot. That put me out of a job. Nobody tells you what happened to the weed man, the one that made it out. He delivers pizza now. DoorDash. And these people with the snowboard racks on the top of the car looking like police, they're slowing down your food, I'm sorry. Not even real police. But you guys think it's easy being a hippie because I don't have a real job? But how many times have you used your job to get out doing things you didn't want to do? These people know I don't have to work in the morning. I had to move a fish tank on Tuesday. I'm going out to Limon this weekend to pick up a pit bull. I thought it would be nice if my friend got over his breakup with his girlfriend by getting off of my couch. But instead, we're getting a dog. Sometimes it'd be easier to be a real boy and have a real job. But I've got a little bit of gray in my beard, and I'm still doing this comedy thing, so you can say I'm going through a midlife. But my generation just doesn't know how to do a midlife crisis. My dad, he bought a Corvette, spins in circuit. My generation doesn't have Corvette money. So a midlife crisis looks like, for my generation, 35-year-old should be trading recipes with the other moms at school, but instead she's getting the Britney Spears head shave this weekend. That's a midlife crisis for my generation. I'm still trying to date. I'm not picking on the single girls. G.I. Joe, he's shaving his head too. I guess he should have joined the military 25 years ago, but instead he's been working at a factory with his dad. His knees are gone. But you'll find him this weekend at Bass Pro Shop, looking for night vision goggles to hunt a deer. If you need night vision goggles to hunt a deer, you're not the warrior we need, Tanner. But is there any parents in the crowd? Well, hippies, we don't have a lot of kids because we're pretty childish ourselves. You guys keep track of the height of your kids and see how good they're doing on the wall? We keep track of the length of our hair. As the last time we saw a judge. I'm doing pretty good. But my buddy, his parents are hippies, and mine are not. You know, and I said, how's it growing up with hippie parents? And I was like, yeah, you know, like, how do you go through that rebellious phase when you got hippie parents? Get a job, go to school, get a degree, hopefully not vote Republican. It's kind of hard to run away from your dad's TP. He chases you down on horseback and says, it's cool, bro, we can talk about it. But hippies did some good things for society. They invented the word grounded. You know, take away the TV, take away the phone, take away the tablet, get grounded. Before that, we just beat our kids. I think I'm still grounded. In my buddy's family, he's got hippie parents. Spooning means laying with your lover. In my family, a spooning means getting hit with a wooden spoon when you try and taste the gravy too soon. My buddy, he's got hippie parents. He got to choose his own punishment. I said, what does that even mean? He goes, we got caught toilet papering, and we had to choose to not see our best friend for a week. I got to choose the stick my grandma would whoop me with off of the tree. The thin ones cut through the air. Don't go thin. So, oh my gosh. But a hippie feels safer in Colorado now that we've legalized pot. But if the government's going to be looking in on our lives, I feel like they should be giving us some stats. Like Spotify Wrapped. Like, am I actually the worst driver in Denver, or is that just what my ex-girlfriend says? I feel like they have this information. I know that I'm in the top 1% of texting them on the way while still laying in bed. They have this information. All right, but like I said, you guys put me out of work when you guys legalized pot. I used to grow pot high up in the Colorado Rockies, double meaning. And the worst thing that can happen to you when you're growing pot is what? The cops to show up. A close second, we found out, is running out of Kool-Aid. The Chiba acts like it's a real drink for us stoners. They put it on tap like it's a real drink. And that happened. The second one happened to us. And have you guys ever been so stoned you thought you invented something that you didn't really? That happened to me in Conifer. So we're growing pot. My girlfriend shops at Costco. We're out of Kool-Aid. We've got buckets of sugar in the cabinet, and we're out of Kool-Aid. So I get this great idea. I see all these hippies that brought up tea and put it in the cabinet. And so I was like, I'll flavor the sugar water with the tea. And so for 3 days, nobody called me out. You want another batch of sugar water tea, honey? My friends, they didn't call me out. They probably thought there was pot in it, looking at me. But it was just celestial seasons, sleepy time. But your family will keep you in check. My cousin, he came from Texas, and he was taking a sip, and I was telling him I want to open up a stand at Red Rocks, as a side hustle, and sell the different flavors of sugar water tea. It's better than the artificial flavors, of Kool-Aid. And he goes, Bear, this is really good, but I don't think you invented sweet tea. Are you guys ready for your first comic of the night? Woo!